Welcome back, Gale Force, and thank you for attending my presentation about Dieck, a character from Binding Blade, and first, let's talk about his traits. Dieck first joins you in Chapter 2 alongside Shanna, Lot, and Wade. He's a mercenary and comes with very good base stats for his join time and balanced, if not particularly outstanding, growths. His starting weapon rank of C allows him to use certain swords other units might not be able to at base, such as the Steel Blade and Rucker's Killing Edge. The Steel Blade is of particular note, as he is the only unit at the point in the game you'll first attain one with the constitution to effectively wield it. He has supports with his entire mercenary retinue, as well as Clarin, Rutger, and Klein. These can be useful, though the rate at which supports grow in Binding Blade is notoriously slow. Deke is incredibly useful in the early game, as your roster of worthwhile units will be incredibly slim. He'll likely be your primary source of dealing damage for most of the early chapters. In fact, Deke is so solid that he really doesn't start to slow down until Rutger joins, and even then the two compete for who's more competent. Deke's eventual promotion will also grant him the utility to remain useful into the later portions of the game, with his bulk continuing to allow him to make great use of the swords and axes available to him. When compared with Rutger, Deke will be the significantly more sturdy of the two. That being said, Rutger's relatively high chance to crit and high speed leading to frequent doubles make him generally more useful as a boss killer than Deke. Thus, you'll likely want to promote Rutger first between the two if you intend to use both, which, honestly speaking, you probably will. Binding Blade has notoriously few good Hero Crest users despite its large cast. While you might consider Wade or Lot in any given playthrough, their accuracy issues often relegate them to the bench. OJ comes later than Deke and effectively serves as a lesser version of him. Gonzalez is a fine unit, but suffers from similar hit rate issues to Wade and Lot. This makes Deke a very effective, and probably the most common, user of your second hero crest attained in Chapter 10. Of course, you won't miss out on too much if you have him promote earlier and make Rutger wait. Either unit can serve as a powerful early game frontliner for your army. In conclusion, Deke is incredibly useful in the early chapters of Binding Blade and stays consistent throughout the entire playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. A special thank you to patrons 60 Sweep and Gorilla Danny for subscribing at the Paladin tier, and Average Stat Pat and Caius Griffin for subscribing at the Great Lord tier. And also to YouTube members Jerry for joining at the Paladin tier, and Caius Griffin, who again joined at the Great Lord tier. I'd really appreciate it if you checked out the links in the description if you can, but otherwise, have a great rest of your day.